now, stop
Roll
resisting.
over now.
Roll over now, stop.
When family conflicts go beyond the limit,
Get off me! I'll leave! You can't take me down! No.
Cough up! Cough up now, you turns again! Cough up!
love helplessly gives way to handcuffs.
Ma'am.
Are you
What are you doing? Ma'am.
Continue watching. Yeah. Hopefully.
What's her name?
Tracy.
Tracy.
I was hoping she would.
Tracy.
Yeah.
In the end, it's something no one wants.
What is happening? I was sleeping. I'm not leaving. You can't force me. You can't touch me. You can touch me if you want to.
Do you want her gone?
Yeah, I can't have that argument back and forth because this is not going to stop.
Daughter with influence resists arrest after mother accuses her of trespassing in private home. On March 28, 2024, deputies in Florida responded to a home after a mother called for help, removing her daughter from the property. Here's what the officers did next.
What's going on?
MFOA.
I've been kicked out for the fourth time today. Well, I've been here a week and a half, and this is the fourth time she's kicked me out.
Are you Jocelyn?
Yes, I am.
Is that how you say it?
Yes,
Okay. All right. So is it mom?
Mom,
Where's mom?
inside.
Well, I'm here because something occurred. They're saying a physical domestic happened. So
Oh, it didn't.
in the process of an investigation, yes, you do have to identify yourself. If you really want to play the game, I can fingerprint you and do all that stuff if necessary.
The mother explained that her daughter had mental health issues and had just lost her job. The daughter refused to provide identification or leave voluntarily despite officers' requests.
Come on here and talk to me.
Okay, I'm her mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she working, she lost the job.
Mm-hmm.
I bring her back home because she's hungry. So I don't want my daughter, of course, I don't want my daughter in
I'm a
in the
parent.
street.
I get that.
Okay, I tried to help it anywhere, but she have mental issues right now. She cried a lot, you know.
I have
she
depression
feel up.
problems
She had the
because I have a
problem.
drug addict father and a mother that cares about her husband more than her child.
So what happened today?
Okay, I tell him you need to go because she still can't loud. I can't
That's not
because
what
I don't want
happened.
it. I don't want it.
So do me a favor. Please get your ID card for me. So you do.
I don't, because there's no criminal charges.
Doesn't matter. There could be
It does
criminal.
matter.
Very easily could be criminal charges.
Oh, you're gonna put them on me? So you're gonna make up some charges? That's what we're doing now?
Well, I don't try to make any. I just wanted she couldn't. She needs help.
You trying to press charges on me because I don't want to give you my ID? That only goes sense.
But you're saying, well, why you can't give me the ID?
For what? He knows my name. My name is Jocelyn Soto. I don't have to show him. I don't have to show him. He can look it up. Go, Jocelyn Soto. I have a mugshot. Look it up.
Anything physical happen? No? She put her hands on you? No? Okay, you want her gone? So do you want her gone right now?
She has to evict me, and you know that.
No.
It's legal. Yes.
You've been here 2 days. You have an established residency.
My license is here. She said I can come back here. Once I live here, my toothbrush is here. Once she says I can.
Well,
You're
okay.
an officer. I'm not even going to argue with you. I'm not leaving. You can't force me. You can't touch me. You can touch me if you want to.
Do you want her gone?
Yeah, I can't have that argument back and forth because this is not going to stop. I told her you need help. She need help. Mental. She have mental.
How long has she
I'm
been
telling
here?
you, your boyfriend's a like men.
That's,
I need mental issues because I'm telling you that your husband.
Huh?
She been
Look,
here 1
they
week.
know because they're on the
Jocelyn,
same team.
stop. She's been here a week.
A week.
How long has she been gone?
So maybe like 2 or 3 years.
The daughter insisted this was her residence, but the mother said she had been kicked out. Officers warned the daughter to leave, or she would be trespassed, but she still refused to go.
Okay, so you didn't update your address.
Yeah.
My address is on my ID.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Go
Yeah,
get your stuff and go.
No.
Yes, mom wants you. Do you want to
I don't
trespass
care.
her? So if she comes back on, if we trespass her, we can arrest
Yeah,
her.
go ahead and trespass. She's
Okay,
like a dog.
you have two choice.
No,
you
no.
have to looking for mental.
Mom,
No,
go ahead, trespass
Jocelyn,
me.
I
Go
can't.
ahead, trespass me, Mom. Go
Jocelyn?
ahead, go ahead, trespass me. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so that
Go ahead, tell him to trespass me. Go
Okay,
ahead. Tell him.
then you gonna
Tell
go?
Tell him
You
to
gonna
trespass. Tell him to trespass, man. I will
We're
leave.
going in circles at this point. It's time to.
It sounds like it's going to repeat itself over and over again. So
It's because I'm telling her that her boyfriend's a faggot, but you guys
This
should
is
know.
not have to nothing deal with him.
I see why, and I'm trying to protect my mother from having
She
HIV.
told me I'm doing drugs, I'm alcoholic.
you can grab
My
her stuff
mother-
and we'll get her going, okay? Simple as that. Do you want her gone or no?
Yossi, you have to, I can't.
Okay, then go ahead. Tell him trespass me.
The mother requested that officers initiate the trespass procedure for her daughter, but the daughter resisted arrest, shouted, and did not cooperate.
Go grab your
way.
stuff.
I'm not.
Get your stuff.
You cannot touch me. You can't force me. And if you touch me, I'm suing
Jocelyn,
you. If you touch
Jocelyn,
me,
you
I'm
need to
suing
go.
you.
Just tell her she's
Tell her,
trespassing.
if you want her
Listen.
trespass, to tell her she's trespassed. Otherwise, there's nothing we can do for you. That's where we're at right now.
Okay, so I have to do whatever I have to do. Then I have to do that, Yossi.
All right.
So you want her trespassed.
All right, that's fine.
All right, then you're formally trespassed. Get your stuff and go.
I want it in paperwork.
You don't get any paperwork. She does. You refuse to leave.
Arrest me.
Really? You want to go to jail over this?
All
That's
right,
after
arrest me
warning.
then.
Fine.
Okay.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Stop resisting now! Stop now!
Back up now! Back up!
Get off of me! Get off of me!
Officers proceeded to arrest the daughter. She resisted and was tased when she refused to comply continually, protesting and threatening to sue the police.
I will drive stun you. Stop resisting. I'm gonna drive stun you.
Stop. Don't kick me.
Don't.
I'm gonna get tased. That's my taser.
Stop! This is what we're doing now?
Roll over.
Roll over now.
Roll over now. Stop
Roll over
resisting.
now.
Roll over now. Stop resisting
Do
now.
not touch me.
Roll
Do
over.
not touch me.
Roll over.
Faggots. I'm sick of the bully ass motherfuckers. ¿Sí viste? Esta es la más que yo tengo. Why am I going to jail? Why am I going to jail? Why am I going to Mom, tell me to ask me. I'll leave. You can't
Nope,
take me
too
to
late.
jail. No, for what?
You already had the chance. Stop.
Mom! Mom! Mom, I didn't do nothing illegal. They're good. Mom! 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 What am I getting charged
I
with?
told you already.
What am I getting charged with?
Okay, come on.
What am I getting charged with?
Arms now.
What am I getting charged with?
Told you. Trespass after warning.
Let me grab my shit.
Last chance. Last chance.
You're gonna tase me?
Yeah.
You're gonna tase me.
Move.
This is what we're doing?
Yes.
I can't breathe. I can't
Cough up.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't. I'm suing you guys. I'm suing you guys.
Yeah. Really, Tina.
I'm suing you guys. What's your name? Mom, my keys.
That's my car.
Walk.
My keys.
Come on, get out.
Give her my keys. Give her my keys.
Get out. Walk.
Y'all
Stupid ass misdemeanor had a result in this.
are in trouble now for a misdemeanor. Killed me.
Put your hands.
I can't.
Oh,
We double walk those real quick.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait for it. Okay. So tell me her name. What's her full name?
Why is so many people here?
Because we were fighting to come in to help us. What's her legal name? What's her birthday?
The daughter was searched and processed. Her mother expressed concern for her daughter's mental health. Officers said the situation could have been avoided if the daughter had cooperated.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I've had a better day.
I see that. Come on. Okay, do you have anything that's gonna harm you, poke me, cut me? No. Do you have anything you're not supposed to have? Okay, we're gonna start taking this off, okay?
I think she's fine with stuff with me, okay?
Lean against the corn. Okay. Put your shoes on.
She got mental issues. I know that. She been crying a lot. She been crying a lot, lonely, and talking by herself. You know, she can barely breathe. Like she wake like get up like that. So of course I don't want my daughter in the street. You know, so
Unfortunately, the way things went down the way they did is because she fought. She kicked us. She fought us. Please get your stuff and go. To now, she's going to jail. We don't want that.
I'm telling you, I'm being asking for a lot of help. She's mentally, she's not doing good. I'm telling you.
Well,
I just like a mom.
She's seen a doctor.
She's seeing a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
But she's been losing a lot of people. And mentally, she's not like I'm her mother. I know this is getting worse. This year is getting worse.
The daughter was given a medical check before being taken to jail. Officers inspected and confiscated items not allowed inside.
Oh, she did? Okay.
Are you able to twist a little to your right? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Doesn't mean nothing's wrong. Your vitals all look great. Still a good idea to go get checked out. Get checked out.
I don't know.
A little anxious.
She's good? Okay. You guys know us.
I gotta take her to the hospital, get her jail cleared anyway, so she doesn't need to be transported. I have to take her to the hospital anyway. Okay. 341 B51 at Bayshore ER, starting mileage 293.
How are you? You have anything on you at all? Alright, you good? Hang tight, alright?
The suspect was charged with resisting an officer without violence and trespassing. The suspect was issued a $6,500 bond, which she later posted. In court, her charge of trespassing was dismissed, and she pleaded not guilty to resisting an officer without violence. She later took a plea deal and amended her plea to no contest to resisting an officer without violence. She was sentenced to 12 months of probation and ordered to pay $1,083 in fines and court costs.
Can you grab her a pair of shoes real quick?
No, wait. What happened? What is happening?
You're going into a police car.
Why?
Because it looks like right now you might be going to jail for domestic violence. Why is this all broken?
Woman's fake vomiting act fails when police identify her as a scammer. On May 11, 2024, officers in Ohio got a call from a concerned husband after a fight had broken out between him and his wife. The man called the police for help when his wife began smashing items in the home and refused to stop. Here's what the officers did next.
Glass everywhere, so be careful.
Okay.
Oh my.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the issue. And, yeah, I don't, she's laying on the couch acting like she's sleeping, but I don't think she's hurt, but she was walking around.
2541.
She didn't have shoes on, so she could have gotten glasses.
The husband said his wife had been drinking wine, argued with his brother, then became more upset. He went upstairs to watch sports to avoid tension.
What was going on tonight? Well, I work nights, so I slept during the day today. I got up at about 6:30, came down, and she was drinking some wine, that's fine, but she got in a fight with her brother, I guess. And I said, it's your brother, I couldn't do anything about it, and she got more and more mad. Well, I went upstairs, because Cavaliers game's about to come on.
Yeah.
And I was watching pregame, and my daughter calls me and says, Mom just said me, anyway, I think I heard the 911 telling you about it, of taking pills. And so I came down, I'm like, and she was already angry with me, and I'm like,
So your daughter was saying that.
who's out of sleep all night? So
Ma'am.
continue watching.
Yeah.
Hoping it would.
What's her name?
Tracy.
Tracy.
I was hoping she would.
Tracy.
Yeah. And
Tracy.
now here's this.
You gotta get up.
Do.
I said,
Tracy, we gotta talk.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you
You're
serious?
not free to go,
Tracy.
The
You're not
Tracy.
free to go.
I'll tape you.
Okay.
Get your hands
We
off
gotta
of me.
just talk.
When officers arrived, the wife appeared annoyed and refused to cooperate with their requests.
I was sleeping.
Okay.
Get your hands.
Sit right there and talk.
What is going on? Get.
Ma'am.
Ma'am,
I didn't do anything, Jay. I didn't do anything.
you're being detained for right now while we...
Jay just me. It was serious. Jay was sleeping. What's happening? I can't even be serious right now.
We're gonna roll you over.
I was sleeping.
Officers tried to control the situation, The wife resisted, saying she was only sleeping and didn't know what was going on. They asked her to put on shoes because there was broken glass on the floor.
Can you grab her a pair of shoes real quick?
No, wait. What happened? What is happening?
You're going into a police car.
Why?
Because it looks like right now you might be going to jail for domestic violence. Why is this all broken?
You tell me.
That
How do you know it wasn't him? Ask my daughter.
Okay, we will.
And also look at my blood in my... Please don't do this. What the f***? You're the one that watched me. Jay, please.
Here,
what is happening? I was
slide
sleeping.
these on. Put these on. Okay.
I'll be back in and talk with you, sir.
Jay, what is happening? I was sleeping.
The wife cried and begged. Officers warned she could be charged with obstructing official business if she continued to refuse cooperation.
I was sleeping. I don't know what happened.
Obviously, we're gonna figure out what's going on, right?
Okay, that's
what we're here for.
But I was
when you're
sleeping.
running away,
Yeah, but
we're going up the stairs,
Let's get
right?
her in the car.
We're gonna go in this cruiser.
God,
We're gonna figure
man.
things out real quick.
Wait, can somebody tape this? Dude,
Walk now.
The
You're gonna get charged again. Walk.
You're resisting right now, right?
Are you injured at all? Are you injured at all?
no.
The husband spoke about similar incidents in the past, saying the cause was his wife's drinking and calling this the worst one since they moved here.
All right. We'd like for that to have gone differently. Obviously, with you making the call, right? There's potential of domestic violence, so she's not free to.
No,
Leave the scene and run up.
understand.
So
Yeah, no,
apparently, she was trying to leave from that other officer.
Yeah.
She's not under arrest at this time. She's being detained, so he's going to get her side of the story. She sent the video to your daughter.
Video.
You mentioned that.
I came downstairs. I asked her what the you know.
Yeah.
And she was screaming at me, threw a couple things, but nothing made.
Okay.
Now it's slowly shattering, coming down.
Yeah.
But there was a hole in that. There's something I think in there that she must have whipped through it.
Okay.
And I said, and at that point, I'm still willing to let this go. I mean, because I don't want her going to jail.
Okay.
So I go back upstairs again. I'm thinking, because I'm hoping that she just passes out, falls asleep. She's been, I guess, drinking all day. That's why I told you about the sleeping. I don't know what happened this afternoon, but I think.
Okay.
So I heard that, but I knew what it was, and she starts screaming. I guess, I don't know, saying she didn't do it. She didn't do it. And so I came halfway down the steps. I said, yes, you did do it. I said, go to sleep. And she whips up at me. And I said, all right, this is enough. Well, I only got up at 6:30.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been, and at the beginning it wasn't. It was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Was she coming at you super?
Although the husband stated it was mainly an argument, not a physical fight, the wife repeatedly tried to leave, forcing officers to stop her.
You know, crazy physical, or was it more just like guys brushing past each other?
But listen.
But she wasn't trying to like throw you down, punch you, anything.
No.
Okay.
She can't. I mean, I wouldn't have let her.
No, I understand. Yeah.
This didn't happen today. That's there because this was one of the other times. So.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask you is this the first time?
No. This is as bad as it's been
like
since we lived here.
destruction-wise.
Well, yeah. I mean, that she didn't try to do that.
Yeah.
It happened, but immediately she was upset that she did it.
Officers confirmed there was no domestic violence, but the wife had obstructed the investigation by leaving and resisting. She was arrested for obstruction. Officers explained that if she had cooperated and stayed put, she could have been released, but her actions forced them to make the arrest.
Does this stuff usually stem from her drinking?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
So when she's sober, it's...
Oh, she's fine.
Pretty fine.
Yeah, if you met her sober, you'd think she's a wonderful person.
Yeah.
And she kind of is.
It is. I told him, I said that would... everything probably would have been fine if she would have just sat and been cooperative.
Right.
But she took upon herself
We had to use force on her.
Yeah.
Which is so stupid. Nothing can't happen. That's too much. That's too far.
I know. If she would have just came down the stairs...
There's three times I had to...
Okay.
Hey, sir. So, I talked to the other officer, and based on everything he said, it sounds like there wasn't like a domestic violence that occurred.
No. I told him. I said, I called. I wanted this to stop.
Yeah, she's being arrested for obstruction. She interfered with our investigation.
Does that mean she'll be held overnight?
She's going to jail. I understand that this is uncomfortable, that you're a man and she's a woman, but how something like this is clearly escalating, and even if you're bigger than her, like, I'm going to take it to the extreme. A knife can still go through you no matter
Oh,
who's
no,
holding it.
that I'm aware of. And I told the other officer,
So you need...
there's a gun safe. I refuse to give it to her.
Yeah, but there's still knives. And if,
No, I know that.
And if she takes one of these candlesticks and bonks you in the back of the head with it and die.
No, I know. But I mean, this is not the first time. Now this extent, yes. But this is not the first time we've had these situations.
So, look. We have very limited discretion when it comes to stuff like that. Right now, we would be letting you go home, okay, and taking you out of cuffs. Your husband doesn't want you to get arrested. I know. This is an emotional time. I'm going to try to walk you through this best I can, okay? The fact that you got up and ran away, listen, I understand. You might have been a little confused, okay? And then we let you just sit on the steps, right? And then at that point, I kind of went around the corner and I was chatting with your husband again. The other officer, though, you tried to go back upstairs and he pulled you down. And when you came down, he hit your head. Okay? So that's what we call is a use of force. You're obstructing on the investigation by trying to leave, and we have to follow proper procedures, okay? So if you would have never tried to leave or go up the stairs, we would be letting you go home right now.
Officers told Tracy that if she had not tried to leave or go upstairs while they were investigating, she would already be home. Because of that behavior, she was considered to have obstructed the investigation. They stressed that all procedures must be followed, especially when body cameras are recording.
I'm going to have to chat with him one more time.
This is crazy.
I'm not talking about your husband, okay? The other officer.
Please, I'm sorry I didn't.
Take a breath for me. Take a deep breath, okay? What had happened tonight between you and your husband? I mean, obviously things were getting thrown. He said he never said that you guys were physical.
Yeah. No, you guys walked in and you saw that. You think it's me. You think it was all me.
Well, no, I mean, to be honest.
Check his record. Check Jay Harnish's record.
Okay. I'm not saying. So all the stuff that's broken. You know, if you wanted to, you could punch every wall down in your house, right? That's the rules of it. But what we look for and stuff like this is if things got physical between people. Okay, he's not saying that you got physical with him or anything like that.
Ask him if he got physical with me.
Okay. Well, what did he do to you? That's
pushed me and I fell on the ground, hit my head, and there's a bruise on my back.
Well, you handcuffed you because you ran away.
Officers said they didn't know her personally, so safety had to be prioritized. In reality, many people when going upstairs could grab a knife gun or other dangerous item. While they weren't saying she intended to do that, they had to handle it as a precaution.
Up the stairs. You're trying to go up the stairs. You understand, right? Listen, we don't know you, right?
It's fine, I understand.
But do you know how many people...
I don't want to argue with you.
I'm going to go chat with him one more time. But I know you're saying that you didn't run away, right? Run to.
I understand I walked up the stairs. I'm sorry, I didn't.
You'd be surprised on how many calls we will go to where people will go upstairs, they'll get a gun, they'll get a... I'm not saying that that's what you were doing, right? But for what we deal with on a daily basis, we have concerns of what's called safety, right? For all we know, we don't know you as a person, right?
True.
So we don't know what your intentions are. So we have to always proceed on that air of caution. Okay.
I totally understand.
Okay. Hang tight for a second, all right?
Okay.
All right. Real quick, so I'm gonna move you over to his cruiser, okay? But I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? You're not being placed under arrest for a domestic. That's not what's going on here. It's obstruction. Okay, so read your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have them present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights. Do you understand these rights?
No, it doesn't matter.
Is that too tight?
It's okay.
Okay. Do you want me to go get your phone for you? It's your call. I can get it for you if you'd like.
I'm not allowed to bring your phone into the jail.
Well, no, but when you do get released, you can have it.
Can I talk to my...
I can't have you talk to him right now.
Please, I'm begging you.
You're good.
Please let me talk.
I can't have you go back in or have him.
No, can you?
Let me ask him if you can chat with your husband. Huh? Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
I'm begging you. Please just let me talk to my husband. Are you?
What are you doing?
28.
Stop. Oh my God, dude.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
You're not throwing up, you're faking.
I'm not yet.
Okay, don't spit.
The suspect was charged with disorderly conduct. In court, she pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct and was sentenced to 30 days in jail with 30 days suspended alongside 1 year of probation. She was also ordered to pay a $100 fine